Guten Tage, Klage. Welcome. Is it archives? Yeah. Yesterday, randomly, I got some more motivation to do a bit more level design. And suddenly, a bit of my motivation came back. So, I'm just going to use that for what it's worth. Been a while since I've been working on this stuff, so there's just a couple of things that I need to like remember why and how I did. I don't remember if I got the chasing on. No, I don't. I think it's still there in the code, I just haven't added it yet. Hello Jake, welcome. But you'll be doing more progress on Titanic? Yeah, I'm almost finished with the fourth devlog. There's definitely progress being made. I explained a bit more about the future of the project in that devlog. Should be pretty good. Pretty sure I did that so he wouldn't chase me all the time. Enemies can't attack yet? No, they can't attack you, but he can chase you. I just need to remember where I kept that code. Okay, that's why I found it. So he's not going to attack me yet, but he's going to chase me around. Pretty sure it works down here as well. He's having a bit of trouble in stairs. Hello, Slycoons, welcome. Okay, so for some reason, it doesn't work in stairs. Let's try it again. It's probably due to the collision. Well, could we get that binder from Roberto? I'm not too sure who Roberto you're talking about. And I'm not too focused on the close right now on the project either. But I mean, there's plenty of information out there about clothing. It doesn't need to be from that movie specifically. So I'm just gonna do what I was supposed to do a long time ago. To just set that simple collision seems good enough. Is it using the complex? No. Remove collision. See now. Okay, it's definitely not using that collision. Why on earth is it like this? I mean, I have scaled it, but the scaling shouldn't make a difference on the collision. Apparently it does. Hang on. Thank you, Shakri. Shakri123. Thank you. I was about to say these are not good looking decals, but I think I just rotated them wrong. How long have you been making the game? This one not so long. This has been actively like 2 months maybe. I've been taking a break from this project for a while. But yesterday I randomly got the inspiration, well, the motivation to continue on it. Turn off auto exposure in post process. Yeah, I know. I do have that because I do. Yeah, I have like a special post process system, but it's horrible to work in that as well. But I think it's fair. I should probably do that. I'll do that, but I need to make sure that this post process here has a higher priority, I guess. Because I can't override this one. Yeah, oh, that was wrong. Can I set priority to negatives? Yeah, it's really handy if you got like different different kind of post-process systems. But just you need to know that if, because like this post-process right now has negative priority, but the only thing I'm changing here is the exposure. So in your main post-process, you need to override that exposure as well. Infinite extent, it's unbound, right? Yeah. I did not notice any difference, so I guess I can, because I mean the game is really freaking dark either way. It's tricky working with a horror game when everything's supposed to be dark. I guess I also can like increase the lighting here. Type of game. It's supposed to be a horror game. Oh, I think it's not working because the priority is off. I'm actually kind of confused there. It's too dark for even a horror game. Yeah, I know. I watched a film video about lighting for horror scene. Yeah, so the lighting here, the reason why they're so sporadic is because I haven't really placed them in a typical... Well, I haven't placed them properly. I guess this room here is the only room I placed it. So it's actually lighting up. So I guess I can just add more lighting, because I haven't like adjusted where light bulbs and stuff should be. Because I also have a function to turn off all the lighting here, which is going to be like a gimmick in the game. Yeah, I guess it's just much smarter for now to just add more lighting. So it's way too bright right now, but I'm just gonna keep it like this while I do the level design. I'll place like the lighting props once I feel comfortable enough. Still, we do need a post-process volume. Hello, Mr. V8. Welcome. On. I'm working on a level for a project, a horror game project. So right now, I'm trying to develop like a short demo kind of thing, mostly for myself to like see if I can actually do what I want to do. So setting up like a little puzzle, some horror elements, and stuff like that. So right now I'm just working on this abandoned bunker level. We got some more down here as well, though it has not been properly level designed yet. Oh yeah, this freaking stairs. So yeah, right now I'm just testing out a couple of methods to design it realistically. I haven't worked this much in detail for a while. So yeah, I'm just testing out some different methods to see if I can get closer to photorealism. Well, maybe not photorealism, but at least good enough realism. Alright, so I'm working on a space game right now. Cool. Well, what kind of space game? Like a shooter or exploration game? Any tips for realistic scenes? So I'm not an expert at all. Any tips? What kind of tips would I have for something like this? First of all, lighting is more important than high quality models. Like you can make, just look at Minecraft. Super low poly, but you can make it kind of photorealism with only the lighting. And a thing that I see really often, which is what I'm trying to solve right now in this project, is corners like this. Because they are very often in video games, it kind of feels like the wall is not sitting on the floor and the roof is not touching the wall, if that makes sense. Because in nooks and crannies like this, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a deterioration there, there's dust and all kinds of things. That's the first thing that came to mind, because that's the issue I'm trying to solve right here. So like, right here, it looks like the wall is actually in contact with the ground, because we've got some like debris along the wall, because debris will usually like stick to walls and stuff. But here it feels like more, doesn't feel connected. Yeah, again, that was the first thing that came to mind, because I'm trying to fix that myself. It's a simulator. Oh, cool. Like a space simulator? Well, what sort of simulation are you doing there? Hello, Joe Rogan. Could you add dead spiders hanging from the ceiling? I mean, yeah, I could. I'm not too sure if you could even see them, but I guess cobwebs. That's what they're called, right? Yeah. I guess cobwebs and spiderwebs and such would definitely add more to see. So I really like this decal right there. I wonder if there's more like it. Damaged plaster patch. It's this one, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe we're just gonna have to try to use this to the best we can do. I want to change the color a little bit, because all of my concrete are kind of orangey. Let's see if we can fix that. Yeah, hard to say exactly, but something like Kerbal Space Program. Oh, so like a base launching kind of thing. Cool. Yeah, that's a bit better, I believe. I wonder if it looks better if I remove this. Not sure. Because I really had an issue with like corners and stuff like this. So I added these pillars all around. But I'm not too sure. I'll keep on for now. Do we have any experience with Niagara? Very little. I know Cascade fairly well, like the old particle system, but I haven't really learned Niagara yet. Uh, it's super, like, it's a way more advanced than Cascade, I think, so it's just a bit difficult to get into, at least to me. So no, I haven't experienced too much with it yet. Is the old one still in 5.1 in Unreal 5? Yes. I'm not too sure if you actually can make a particle system with it, but I know we can import older particle systems. Let's check here. Niagara. Cascade is not here, actually. Let's see if I got some Cascade stuff here. Yeah, so you can see this is from Cascade. So it does a legacy. I don't think you can create particle systems like this from scratch, but you can still open them and edit them inside of Cascade. And I also believe you can turn them into Niagara particle system. I'm pretty sure. When do you plan to release the full game of this? Hard to say. I'm trying to develop a good demo first and release it to the public. See how the public reacts to it, and if that's good enough, then I'll probably start developing it more seriously. Because right now it's more like a side project for me. So no, I don't have like a specific release date yet. Hello, Philip. Welcome. I like your play controller. Thank you. I'm pretty satisfied with it myself. Though I do think the camera lag is way too much. I think I have gotten used to it, but as soon as I place it in someone else's hand, they're not really going to like it. So I definitely have to like edit or maybe like a custom setting, because I want it to feel like a handheld camera, like that swing when you're turning fast. But at the same time, I'm making a game which should feel good to control. So I definitely think I'm gonna have to edit like the camera lag, because it's way too much. I think the sensitivity is maybe too much. Yeah, but that was probably because I was turning the mouse really fast right now. Like when I'm playing more casually, it's way more slow. But I don't know, maybe. That's why I got playtesting. Have you released a game you made? No. I've actually never... Well, yeah. I do have a game jam. Sorry. A game jam game. Which me and a buddy of mine made in 3 days. And we did release that on ARCH. But it's like a simple 2D platformer. It's nothing special. So no, I have never like properly released a game. But hopefully that will change soon. The problem when you're making stuff like this, there's also a chance that you can like over detail, like you detail way too much, and so I do have to be careful to not detail way too much. I think we're good for now, as long as we stick to like small details. You're making some new levels for archives. I will eventually, but this is the same level I've been working on for a little while. So this is like going to be a part of the tech demo, but I do still have like the entire block out I did. Maybe that's what you're referring to. So this is the first block out I did, but I decided to go smaller since this didn't really feel like a bunker. Like areas like this, it just doesn't really scream bunker to me. So yeah, so I'm probably not going to keep most of this. I'm going to keep some parts, at least remake them more detailed. Like this area here and the subfloor here is what's going to be a part of the demo I'm working on. Well, it's not a demo, it's more like a showcase. so different from when I saw it, so I was confused. Yeah, I've been detailing it quite a bit. So yeah, but it's still like the same thing. I just converted it from the block out to actual meshes. It's actually kind of hard to like place models here. Because bunkers are usually pretty open, at least in like areas like here where you go to different rooms and stuff. I have named every room. That's just for me to know, so I can plan out the level structure and the puzzles. So the generator room here is obviously going to have like a lot of cables, a lot of electricity stuff, and here we have a storage, which is going to have like a lot of storage stuff. This room right here, I was thinking it's going to be like a planning room, almost like a classroom. Like the people that worked in this bunker can sit down on chairs here and listen to their leader or whatever. And down here we have like the I've forgotten the name of it, but this is going to be like the living area for the people living in the bunker. So here's where some of them sleep. Here's the cafeteria. We got the kitchen. And we got some toilets and showers. This is all going to be explored by the player. Gonna amp up the tension. And some way, whatever, or at least sometime the monster is going to appear. Is the monster model you use the final monster you are going to use for the game? No, probably not. I'm not 100% sure, but I do not think so, because this monster doesn't really fit my story. Though I am planning to have like multiple different monsters. Not like 15, but maybe like 2 or 3. Imagine like Amnesia has like 3 monsters, I believe. It's a basic monster, and there's the blind one, and there's the water monster. So you can't see the water monster. The detail already looks so great. Maybe some random machines standing around. Yeah, thank you, Seconds, first of all. But yeah, so it's, yeah, that's just the thing, like, were they using in bunkers? Like, what could they possibly have in, like, open areas like this? Yeah, so machine stuff like this. I do have a lot of assets, of course I removed those. With, like, typical electrical stuff and stuff. What kind of puzzles do you have in mind? Okay, so for this tech demo, I'm not going to reveal the whole puzzle. Probably because some of you in chat are going to play it, and because I haven't finished it completely. But I can show you like a quick thing. Yeah, this here is my running animation, and yeah, it's super freaking confusing, so I am definitely going to change that. So we do have a generator room here, and we can turn on and off the power. So when the power is on, obviously the lights are on, but when you turn it off, the power, well, the lights are off. Let's just turn it on for now, because somehow the player needs to go downstairs here. But this basement, don't worry about this shading thing, I'm gonna fix that. So this basement here is flooded with water. But when the generator is on, this water is going to be like electrocuted. So you can't go downstairs when the generator is on. So I'm gonna make some sort of puzzle element using that. Sometimes the generator needs to be on and sometimes it needs to be off. I haven't figured it out completely yet, but something like that. Any lore? I do have somewhat of a lore. Again, it's not 100% completed. So the lore for the game or this episode is there's a couple that are out hiking somewhere. I haven't decided on country or anything. But they come across this abandoned bunker. And like every horror game and horror movie, the couple gets separated. There's a girlfriend and a boyfriend. It doesn't really matter. But the girlfriend disappears. So the boyfriend has to like go through this bunker to find his girlfriend. And they soon realize that they're not alone down there. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Maybe a cleaning cart. Yeah, they could definitely use some cleaning here. I mean, do you think they clean the bunkers? I mean, this bunker is probably gonna be from the Cold War. I don't think I want it to be like a World War II bunker. Or maybe like something in between. Maybe I'm gonna do something fictional about that stuff. So yeah, all the people that worked in the bunker are dead or missing. And I'm not too sure if they experimented or something, or if they found something, but either what they made or what they found is going to be like the monster that has been living down here for many, many years, that our characters come across and try to survive. That's the story quickly summarized. So the game is really inspired by Alien Isolation, which is probably my favorite horror game, and Amnesia. But I've done a lot more than just level design though. This AI here is actually kind of complicated. It doesn't look that complicated right now because I have turned off all like the hunting functions and stuff like that, just so I can actually traverse this level. We do have a basic inventory system. You can like pick up stuff and see them in your inventory. That one item was apparently invalid. Oh yeah, we got notes. We can throw bricks. So around the game you can like pick up bricks or bottles, stuff like that. So let's say the monster's there, so we can like throw a brick. It does have the functionality to actually go towards the sound, but again I've turned it off. And we can reload our camera if I use this battery here. So we actually do have a lot of functionality right now. It's just not been polished straight away. Yeah, and we can open doors and like interact with stuff. Would you put some bodies on the ground? Yes, definitely. Well, maybe not bodies. I guess really decomposed bodies. Because if we're going for the Cold War and something happened during the Cold War in this bunker, the Cold War is like 40 years ago now. The Cold War was in the 70s and 80s, I believe. So that's like 40-50 years. So there's definitely gonna be really decomposed. But I'm not going to place any in this level because this level is going to be pretty early on, and I don't want like the character to like immediately know that there's something down here killing people. Are there going to be any Easter eggs in the game? For sure. I'm gonna dump as many Easter eggs as I can in here without ruining the whole thing, obviously. I'm also working on a Titanic game, so I'm gonna try to find a way to like place some Titanic Easter eggs in here. That would be cool. And obviously a lot of Easter eggs to horror movies and horror games. Officially it ended in the 90s. Gotcha. Gotcha. Damn, the Cold War lasted so long. I guess that's maybe why it's called the Cold War. I'm not a war expert at all. I'm a history nerd, but I don't think I read too much about the Cold War, actually. Yeah, so I wrote this note. It's like complete bullshit though. I just wrote something to figure out how I'm gonna do the note system. So this is set in 1969. I don't remember why I put that there. Probably because the moon landing happened there, or because funny number. I don't know. At the end, it wasn't much anymore, but everyone accepted it being over when the USSR fell. Yeah, I guess. Could a grenade launcher be an Easter egg? To what? Easter egg to what sort of game or movie? I mean, you can place Easter eggs for everything here, I believe. Also, the environment is heavily inspired by Portal 2, which is probably my top favorite game. And I really like the sections in Portal 2 where the whole facility is like overgrown. I really like that visual, so I'm definitely going to be using it like I'm doing here, but I'm going to be using it a lot. You could decorate the place with old clothes used by the people who once were down there. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a bunch of that down here, because this is the living quarters, I believe it's called. So this is like where like the men came down to relax, sleep. Probably gonna use some wardrobes and stuff here. Wardrobes. Oh, they wouldn't have wardrobes just randomly in here. What would I have here? We could go asset hunting. Probably not as amusing to watch, but it's helpful to me. Lacoons knows history. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's actually pretty good at history. He's been helping me a lot in my Titanic project as well. So here we got like a bunch of different stuff to decorate with. But I mean, again, we need to find something that actually makes sense for this area. No, I need like a lot of electricity stuff. I do believe that's in these pictures. No, it's actually not. You know what? I'm gonna open a new Google thing here. We got some inspiration. Hello, Mr. Tabright. Welcome. What's that wrench behind Slakoon's name? He's my mod. One of my moderators. Okay, so this image right here is almost a exact copy of downstairs. Let me see. Because I really like that visual. So you can see that I almost plainly copied it. Hello, Florian. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. And good evening to you as well. Oh, the lag. No idea why I started lagging there. Yeah, and I also did some changes to the post process. It's probably not that noticeable on YouTube. Oh, I see on my stream that you can really see like the purple lines. That's not supposed to be that big. Anyways, I did a lot more post process on the camera to make it seem like older VHS footage. But then again, it's probably not noticeable on YouTube. Yeah, so like the decoding on YouTube, it's messing up the visuals there. That's fine. So I might as well enable the perception on the AI here. It's going to run though, which is why I turned it off. Because now it's just chilling. But as soon as he's going to see me, he's going to sprint towards me. Yeah. So that is an animation I want to fix. First of all, it's the default mannequin animation. And second of all, it looks stupid. I don't know if YouTube has hidden the live chat button, but I don't see it. Not too sure what you mean by that. Everyone else can talk in chat, so it doesn't really do anything yet, and god damn it, it's kind of messed up. But yeah, there's a reason why I turned it off. I was a jump scared myself. I think it was yesterday when I was doing some level design, and then I went into play mode to just review like the details, and when I turned around, suddenly he was all up in my face, and that kind of scared me. If you're interested, you could have my cam post process. I have a video on my channel. It's messy but looks sexy. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, I got your channel right there, so I'll check it out after the stream here to see if it can actually help me. I'm not like super happy with what I have right now, but I think it works. like we can see the on and off here. So it's pretty heavy on the post process. And I also think there's like a certain line that I need to be careful of, because I want to make it look like a VHS footage, but at the same time I'm trying to make like a photorealistic environment. So if the camera's too messy, all the detail I'm placing in the environment is going to be wasted, if that makes sense. Okay, so I've just been wandering around now. Okay, let's actually do something. Right, we were on the hunt for assets. How big are these rocks? Kind of big. What if we search? Yeah, so we can definitely use a lot of this. Thank you for the support. This one is barely visible. I don't think that's going to make any difference. I mean, sure. Maybe. I'm more interested in the rail right here. Subscribe. Thank you, Screen Apple. Means a lot. How is the Titanic game going? It's going fine. I'm releasing a new devlog. Well, ish devlog on Friday, I believe. I think the video should be ready by Friday. That's going to talk a lot about the future of the project. I know a lot of people have been waiting for news, more information about it. So yeah, it'll be more clear what's happening in the next video. Screen Apple, thank you again. Good to see that my notices are working. Really deserve more subs. Thank you, Mr. V8 and Philip. I know. I mean, it's a slow process. I don't expect to be like a YouTube celebrity just by doing stuff like this, but I'm really enjoying it, even if I don't have like a million subs. I enjoy like this, having 8 viewers, just talking to you guys, just making games and doing what I love. It's definitely some of the... Yeah, it's definitely one of the things I really enjoyed lately. Maybe I should just do the rubble with models. I think so, just like making like a foliage system, having some small stones, scattering them around. Try YouTube Shorts, they are OP. I have done some YouTube Shorts. I probably need to spend more energy doing them, because the ones I've made hasn't really made a huge difference. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to... Sorry, I was picking a color here. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to like spend more energy on it. But I'm not going to do like... I'm not going to go TikTok on it. Just like my face in the middle corner, just pointing up that I made this. I'm not going to be doing that. I will not sink that low. I really like your streams, because on other streams I can't directly talk to the creator. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I really enjoyed this as well. Because it's very interesting for me to, well, like talk to my viewers and talk about the game design in general. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I mean, I'm right though. I mean, there's nothing wrong about it if you're that kind of TikToker, but it's not for me. I do think maybe I'm getting a bit old. I sound like my grandpa. So these colors are way too saturated for being in a bunker for 50 years. Yeah, and the colors on the walls there are actually something I have seen a little bit in bunkers, but they are also used in hospitals and like big areas, because each color correlates to a room or a section of the bunker. So this green line here goes all the way here, because this leads to like the crew quarters. And we got 2 more lines here. I don't know where they go yet, but maybe like the orange one is the infirmary, the blue one is the whatever rooms they have in a bunker. So I'm definitely going to be using this method to like help the player to be guided to wherever they're supposed to go. So I think I'm going to be using this a lot more than this, because this didn't really do it for me. So I'm gonna make a foliage system now. So let's just bring in some rocks. Wait, have I already done it? Did you put rebars in the bunker? Interesting story there. I did. God damn it, where are the freaking holes? Like the walls have a lot of holes, like this. And I did have rebar here, but I found out that the rebar were way too big. Like I made them like 5 times bigger than they actually were, like thicker. So I removed them because I'm gonna replace them with more detailed rebar. But you can still see the rebar in my destroyed roof here, because it kind of works in the roof. You don't really notice that it's way too big. Well, now that I said it, you're definitely gonna see it. So I did have this style of rebar inside the walls as well, but I'm gonna redo it. Good environment. My internet is not good, so now I can't watch with high quality. That sucks, man. Where have you got all these assets from, Quixel? So I have bought 2 environments. Something called the bunker and underground bunker, which has a lot of good bunker stuff, and I'm using a lot of Quixel bridge as well. And I'm also making quite a bit myself. So it's a mix between everything, pretty much. How does GTA 5 map run faster than a 100 megabyte FBX map? Optimization. Or I'm not too sure. I think you're gonna have to elaborate on that question. How can we download this level? You can't. Not until I will finish the game, at least. So I'm definitely gonna change the color. It's way too saturated, I believe. Beauty models, that realistic, made by you. Nice, you are really good. I haven't made everything here, not at all. I have made, I remember, I made all the walls with the detail and stuff here. I did that on stream. I made the roof and all the destruction aspect there as well. I made this rebar thingamajiggies, like the destruction kind of thing. Couple more things. I haven't done too much modeling because I've been like blocking out the level mostly. So I haven't really like gone into detail too much. But a lot of this is from Quixel. Because I mean, if you, when you got access to Quixel, why not use it? I mean, freaking amazing the assets that we're getting for free here. So I'm definitely gonna use that. When he releases the level, you first need to buy it. Herman, you want some popcorn? Popcorn would be so good right now. Especially like the popcorn you get at the cinema. That's a whole different experience. From where can we buy? I haven't released it yet. This is very much early in progress. It's probably gonna be a year or so. Well, actually not the demo. I'm hoping to finish the demo. Well, it really depends on my motivation though. But I am hoping to release the demo. Okay, I'm not gonna finish that sentence because that's just gonna come back and bite me in the yeah. Okay, stones. We were doing stones. Yeah, I did not like the color of these stones. How do you texture like that? My UV skills are non-existent. Depends on the object. If it's like a what's it called? Like an object, like object, like this. Oh my god, my brain. That's a table. That's a table. Like for this table, it's definitely gonna have to be manually unwrapped. Same with this, manually unwrapped. But with walls and stuff, especially if you're making them inside of Unreal, Unreal's basically going to do most of it for you. So, what was the question? How do you texture like that? Okay, so what? Which one? Which object? Sorry, I just completely brain farted right now. See, if you turn down the saturation, they're going to be darker. That's better. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah. Okay, so let's try with this. So they're way too big. Also, we definitely need to enable nanite there. Yeah, if you mean like the holes in the wall, that's actually really simple in Unreal Engine. I love how UV gizmos feed into Lumen. Well, I don't. You can also see like freaking this one. Actually super annoying from time to time. But I mean, what we're gonna have to deal with. Like if that is what it takes for us to have Lumen, then sure. Okay, how's the density? A bit too much probably. Better. Let's make it smaller. 0.3. How small is 0.3? Not too small. I mean, it's nanite anyway, so we can just spray this everywhere. Something off about it. I think it's the color still. But I do think that's actually this one. This doesn't really fit the wall. Maybe the color. Yeah, it's definitely the color. But I'm gonna see it. Because like this one does not fit this wall either. But at the same time, I kind of want this to stick out. Okay, go back to where we were. And show that about 8. Bit more white. Okay, back into the color. See if we make it more brighter. That's too bright. 3 is too low. I guess mid in the middle. I think that's better. Keep like that. I think I want some bigger variation actually. Too big. Yeah, I agree. That actually made a ton of difference. Well, not a ton. That was probably a exaggeration, but like this part, like the edges look much better now. Need to go, see ya. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Philip. I'll see you in the next one. Are you working as a game dev in a company as well, or full-time solo dev? Right now I'm actually unemployed, but I am looking for a job in the game industry. So right now I wouldn't call myself a full-time solo dev because I'm not earning any money on this. So I do need to find myself some sort of job. And I really want to experience the game industry. So I'm definitely hoping to find a job in the game industry somewhere, somehow. Spice raccoons, or maybe you should buy the Filipino. I do not like cold coffee. Where are you from? I'm from Norway. One thing I actually think I need to redo here I'm not gonna do it now, but sometime. It's the walls. Like, the walls seem like they've been here for 1,000 years. I just really think the walls here are way more decomposed. I know it's not decomposed, but like damage over time than anything else. I think there's way too many holes. So sometime I do believe I need to like fix the walls. At least cover up some of the holes there. Cooldown for Sweden. Oh. So we basically understand each other. Well, kind of. You seem to be a great all-rounder. I'm surprised you haven't been in the industry yet. Yeah, well, I haven't really searched. That's not what it's called. Applied. I haven't really applied to many game design jobs. I'm working on building up a portfolio that I can send around, because the jobs I applied for, I never had like a proper portfolio. So I'm spending a lot of time now when I'm not game deving. I'm spending a lot of time trying to develop that portfolio. And once it's done, I can like send it around and hopefully I can get a job. Any good known companies from Norway? We have one. Because I know in Sweden there's actually a lot of game companies, but Norway doesn't have that many. There's one big that's making the Dune game, and it has also made that other game. I don't completely remember, but I have met one of the developers there. So that's like one studio. But like my dream would probably be to work remotely for another studio. How do you make a player die on falling debris or chaos effect? Okay, so let's say this is chaos and this falls down and hits the player. It's going to kill him. Good question. I've never done that, but I'm guessing you're just you're gonna have to register a hit, and what you're hit by, you're gonna have to check how big that object is and get its velocity. And if it's bigger than this and it's going faster than this, then you're dead. Make your own studio, or is that too hard? That would be the dream, but I do not have the funds to make my own studio at this time. But yeah, that is definitely the dream. So I really actually feel that these small pebbles we added, it did add a lot to the environment. Okay, it doesn't look good in the flashlight at all. It looked good with the lights on. Like, I really like the corners now. And the corners is like corners that hit like the floor from the wall has always been like an issue for me, because like here it doesn't look good. So, but this is definitely an improvement. I did say this earlier as well, but I haven't decided if I want to keep this like edge here. Because now I kind of think it looks cool without the edge. Also, when I think about it, can't I adjust the damage here? What the... Ooh. That's sort of interesting looking. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to recreate the walls up there. Just had to check. I thought the Remedy games was from Norway, they're from Finland. Okay, so what has the Remedy games done? Oh, there we go. Alan Way. Oh, open break control, etc. Oh. Yeah, so I've never actually played any of those games, but I know what there are, and I've seen some YouTube videos and stuff. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely got some good titles. Right. I think I've done enough for today. I'm definitely happy with the progress. I'm a little bit worried that I'm maybe over detailing. But I mean, that's what I'm doing this level, because I'm trying to like figure out the art style, how much is too much, stuff like that. So this is like a playground for me, I guess. Seems pretty amazing. Thank you, Scans. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this one. With this area right there. But I don't know, there's just something off here. I think it's because there's too little detail in the middle here. I do think that is the issue. But then again, I'm not too sure. I gotta test out a couple stuff here. I think there's gonna be a new video on Friday. Hopefully I can finish the edits. Got a couple of minutes more to edit. I think I'm gonna finish that editing tomorrow, and hopefully I can release it by Friday. And I'm not too sure if I'm gonna do my regular Friday stream. Probably am. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Looks worth it, but depends on how big our levels will be. Yeah, I know. If it's going to take this long with this small level, it's definitely going to take a while to like do this kind of detailing all over the entire game. Then again, once I've done it once, I'm gonna get smarter. I know more what to do, so it's definitely gonna be faster the other times I'm doing it. Okay, yeah, so that's it for me for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for supporting me as always, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Bye, guys. Have a good day. Well, good night.